We welcome you, Mrs. Sudha Menon, a renowned author, actor, and a motivational speaker.
Thank you, Lexicon, for having me here today and inviting me to speak to young people. I truly believe that you folks are the people who will bring change to India. You are the people who will lead India into being what it is truly meant to be, one of the world's biggest superpowers. I think what happens to you, the way your life pans out in future, all of that encapsulated in the word active. So the A in active for me stands for attitude. And I think when it comes to what happens to your life, the way, the direction your life takes, all of that depends on the attitude that you carry on your shoulders. The way your life spans out depends on whether you are that whiny, grouchy person who's complaining about things, or whether you are that person who gets off his chair and does things, who's positive, who's encouraging, who's full of life, who will help other people. That is the difference between whether you're a whiner or a doer. That defines who you become. Being adaptive is a very important skill for each of us. The C in active for me stands, ladies and gentlemen, for confidence, and it stands for courage, and it stands for compassion. Don't allow anybody to tell you what you can do. You yourself are the judge of your capacities, your capabilities, your talent. When you set up your businesses or work for multinational organizations, don't forget the very important C in active, and that is compassion. The T in active stands for something very important. Time. Doing any of those things that don't add joy or benefit to your lives. Instead, if you could use that time to learn something new, train yourself, read a good book, just walk in the garden, spend time with your parents, spend time with your friends, do something for somebody else, without expectation of something in return, and see how much joy that adds to your life. The I in active for me stands for investing in yourself. Every day there are new things happening, and if you don't invest in learning new things, learning new skills, then the world is going to be a very tough place for you. So keep yourself updated at all times. When I wrote my first book, after 23 years in journalism, I walked away from journalism in 2009 because I wanted to write my book. Because that is a dream I had forever and ever. It's called Leading Ladies, Women Who Inspire India. So in 2010, when my book released, I thought to myself that there are too many people who want to write but don't know how to write. And so I decided to set up India's first writing workshop. And today it's the longest running writing workshop series. It was called Get Writing. The V in active, ladies and gentlemen, is for the good old values. Just don't do things mindlessly. Whatever you're doing, bring something of your own individuality there. So in everything that you do, please add value. And make sure that your idea leaves the world a better place. That is really important. No point adding value if it is of no benefit to anybody. The E in active is energy. Building up your reserves of energy is a very important thing. You're like young, you have a long way to go. So instead of being couch potatoes, binge watching television, go to the gym, go for a walk, do yoga, meditate. Each of us have something that cultivate a hobby that gives a lot of mental peace and it gives energy. The E also stands for encouraging other people. It also stands for empathy. Don't be that person who pulls other people down or looks down on them or stamps on them. Be that person who is encouraging and who has empathy towards others. Every time you feel like stamping on somebody or discouraging somebody, just put yourself in their shoe and think with empathy. And then you'll realize how the same topic that made you dislike that person suddenly flips and you actually want to help that person. So be that person. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope when you go out of these doors today, you will have adapted an active lifestyle for yourself. Thank you very much.
I was very impressed by the way they listened to my talk and they interacted with me and asked questions. I think it is so important for students to be curious, to have a curious mind and ask questions, because the more you ask, the more answers you get for the world's problems. and it is, I think, a management student's purpose in life to find answers to the deeper questions that run our world. So all the best to all of them for their coming years with the organization and with the outer world. Thank you very much.